Welcome back to another episode of JustOneFern. Uh,
Wow.
welcome. I don't know. I had my camera off because I wanted Lucas's live reaction of what's currently on my face.
Damn. My
thoughts.
man.
First thoughts.
First thought was, is that drawn on?
Okay.
There's a lot of space between each mustache hair.
Yeah, you're right.
For those listening, Aaron has a mustache.
Yep.
Second thought was, do you miss Joey this much, Joey Dardano?
Yeah. Honestly, yeah, I didn't even realize it until like 2 days ago, and I was like, oh my God. Like this kind of looks very similar to Joey's mustache.
Yeah, it makes you look way more Italian than you usually do.
That's true. Yeah.
I don't know why. I can't put my finger on it. I know it's the mustache, but I don't know what about the mustache.
Well, yeah, because here's the thing. I've always, like, in the back of my head, wanted a mustache. Just like wanted one just to see, how it would do. But and it's at that weird spot right now where it's still growing. It's still like it's gonna fill out, and it is very spacious right now. But I don't know. I kind of like it. We'll see what happens. The main thing will be when my mother sees this episode.
Oh.
And
what do you think she'll think?
I think she'll hate it.
Ma.
Personally, I think she'll hate it.
Ma.
But I don't know.
Ma.
I don't know.
Like the mustache.
Hey, Ma.
Just like it.
Hey, Ma, just like the mustache. Just
like it. Just like it.
But yeah, I don't know.
Thank you.
What do you think?
Thank you for making it a surprise for me, because it's the last thing I expected was a mustache from you. To be honest.
I'm very glad.
And it works better than I thought it would.
Thank you.
I don't know.
Thank
I don't think I would have ever thought of you as the type of guy to have facial hair.
There's a wedding that I'm going to in a few weeks, and that's going to be like my deadline cutoff. So like if it doesn't look like perfect by then, I'm shaving it. So but I don't know. I don't think it's terrible. I don't think it's great, but I don't think it's terrible, So
yeah, you're in that in-between phase where you kind of have to wait it out to see if see how it grows in. See if it grows growing on you.
If you would. But I've had mixed reviews, like from the few people that I've seen or like talked to. Lots of my friends from like home I've talked to and showed them, and very mixed reviews. Some of them hate. Some of them are like, oh, it kind of works. So
the best review is
yes. Oh, it kind of works. Yes, it's no one's like, damn, nice mustache. But you know what, Lucas? Like I said, I've wanted one for a long time just to see how it looks. And I don't really give a shit, if people like it or not, because it's not on their face. I'm not dating anyone that's like, don't do that. So
right.
Now it's my time to do it.
No, honestly, kudos. I respect it.
Thank you.
I respect it.
And there's a main reason why I got the mustache.
Okay, it must be Halloween.
No,
it must be a Halloween.
It's not Halloween.
It's
not. No. This is not actually why I got the mustache, but it's because they just released the cast of the new animated Mario movie.
No. Oh.
And I'm hoping they base one of the characters off of my face instead of the original animation. I don't know. I think it would be better.
It's because you're such a big Mario fan.
you know
that you did this for Mario.
It actually is Super Mario Bros. 3 is my favorite video game of all time. I love it so much. The one that I have on my Game Boy. Yeah. It's the best.
You pulled it out when I visited. I remember.
Yes, it is. It's one of the best games. But I did want to bring this up because I don't know. You don't have a Twitter, right? You have like maybe a burner Twitter that we don't know about. But I tweeted. I did some Photoshop before we came on here, and there's a meme, or not really a meme. So they sent out these like graphics of like who's playing who. Now, did you see who's playing who yet?
No.
Oh, Lucas.
What's that?
Let me run down this list really quick for you of the cast here. You're never gonna believe it. By the way, none of this makes sense. Literally, not a single person makes sense. The person voicing Mario is Chris Pratt.
No.
Correct.
Really?
Yes.
Chris, you got to slow down, baby. Yep. You can't just accept every role that comes.
Well, now listen to who's playing Luigi. Charlie Day.
What? What could this show?
One of the most Irish people I know. Charlie Day.
Yeah, seriously. Okay.
Jack Black is playing Bowser.
No, he isn't. No, he isn't.
He is.
I'm looking this up.
I'm not fucking kidding.
This is too crazy of a cast.
Donkey Kong will be played by Seth Rogen.
Really?
I'm not fucking kidding. And then Toad will be played by Keegan-Michael Key.
No. Absolutely not. What's it called?
I don't know what it's called. I think it's just called some Mario movie.
it.
Because Nintendo had their big day where they released all their new games and shit, and then they released this motherfucker. And yikes.
What the fuck? How did they put this cast together?
I don't know.
Is Chris Pratt trying to be funny again?
Maybe. He
must be. Because this is like comedy cast for sure.
Yeah. But they released all these graphics saying who did what, who like got the role of what. And so I made this meme that I just sent Lucas. And it is a meme of who I think should be playing Mario. It's not Chris Pratt. It is indeed Lucas Rinaldi.
Where did you get this picture?
No, I made it.
What is it?
I made it.
I mean, I know you made it, but where did you get the picture you cut out of me?
Oh, there was one that went like, someone did the exact same thing, but for like someone semi-famous. And I was like, oh, that's funny. I'm going to steal it. And so, but I found new graphics as I was waiting for like us to start this pod. And I'm going to go back later and make new ones because this is what I'm thinking. You're Mario. I'll be Luigi because I'm taller. Right. And then Toad, Kenny can play Toad.
Kenny would be a great Toad. Kenny, you don't sound like Toad at all.
No, not at all.
No,
not even a small bit.
No, wink.
But those are the only three that I have cast right now. So we got to finish? Let's like finish out the cast real quick. Who do we think would be a Bowser, Donkey Kong, and then Peach? I forgot who's playing Peach because everyone else was so jarring that I didn't even pay attention.
Anna Joy something I saw.
Okay. Sure.
Yeah. Anna Taylor-Joy.
Gotcha. She's the only one that makes sense, by the way, of all those people. She looking at her, I'm like, oh, you look like Princess Peach. Cool. Now, I have no idea.
She was in the Queen's Gambit. Oh, she was the Queen of Gambiting? Is that her?
Oh, that's her?
No. Yes.
Oh, wow.
Yes, it is. She was the chess player.
Okay.
Cool.
So yeah, I was thinking that, Bowser should be played by Armand Petrie. Just throwing it out there. And then Donkey Kong, Stuart Shapiro.
Wow. That is great. That's a great pick.
What a duo.
He's a hairy man.
He is. Sure. He is hairy.
Besides his head, he's bald, so
definitely not at all an influence on my facial hair decisions.
He is the most wonderful mustache.
His mustache is probably the coolest thing in the goddamn world. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah. Like it. Yeah. If only I could grow that mustache.
Aaron, give it time. Give it time. Yeah. You will have the Stuart B. Shapiro mustache. So who's gonna be Princess?
Peach. I had a few thoughts in my head, but I think the person that we have to go with is someone we've had on this podcast before, Liam Sloan. He has to be the Peach.
You would be such a funny Peach.
I could just picture like Liam being Peach, just like they find Peach in the castle or whatever, and it's Liam just vaping, and it's just the clouds and It's just him vaping, and the clouds are filling up the castle. Bowser's like, you know what? Just get her out of here. Honestly,
I'm in another castle, Mario. Sorry.
He'd be pranking Mario and Luigi the whole time.
Right. That's why Peach every time in the first game she's like, "Oh, sorry, no, I'm in a different castle."
Yeah.
And Mario's like, "What?" I'd be like, "What the fuck, dude? I just."
Did you think I was gonna say someone that's like we've interviewed on the pod as like Peach, and I was like, no, Liam Sloan.
Yeah, I was like, I don't feel right about that.
Yeah,
I don't know if I want to name somebody.
Yeah, no, I was like, there aren't a lot of options for people we've had on the pod.
No.
But yeah, I think that this movie is going to be terrible.
So it is a movie.
It's a movie.
An animated movie?
It's an animated movie, which is strange because, like, I guess it won't be too bad. If it was a live action, I don't know what. I mean, it couldn't be. So
I don't know. I think I'm gonna give this a likely 6.5, 6.8 out of 10.
That's generous.
I think it is generous.
Like, that's
I'm
very
optimistic.
generous.
I'm very optimistic about this because at the very least, Charlie Day in anything I usually like.
True, he is always funny.
Seth Rogen's hit or miss, especially with some animated stuff.
True, true, very true. But I do love Seth Rogen.
But I love Seth Rogen. Chris Pratt.
Well, Chris Pratt's on and off for me now. I mean, like, back in Parks and Rec days, I loved him. But then, like, Star-Lord he's the reason that they lost. So, in the Avengers, like, it was his fault.
Genuinely.
So, I don't know.
No, I used to be a huge Chris Pratt fan. From Parks and Rec. I was like, oh my God, he is the best. And I remember when he got cast for, like, bigger things. I was, like, so excited for him. Yeah. And immediately I lost interest. I don't know why. I feel like he had to sell a bit of his soul a little bit to, like,
and he
fit these, like, bigger roles. Do you know what I mean?
I feel like he honestly became less funny. Like, his roles were just a little less funny. Like, Parks and Rec, there wasn't a single moment when he was on screen that I wasn't laughing. And every other thing he's been in, it's a little more on the serious side. And I don't know. It's hard to see him in that still. I don't know.
But as Mario, it's even harder to see him as that. So
exactly.
So we'll walk forward from there.
So he's doing great. He's moving up still. But anyway, that was I was gonna actually save that later. I wasn't expecting to bring that in from my mustache. But yeah, absolutely crazy.
It's a good segue.
So what's been going on with you? I have a few stories that I want to talk about, but what's been going on with you the past few weeks? Because we did not have an episode last week. I'm still editing our Cassie versus me thing because I want to make it. I want to make it the best that it can be, but I'm still working on it.
She was offended. I told her that you're gonna put that out on Monday.
Oh.
And then and then we hung out last night, and she was like, "What happened? Aaron doesn't like me all of a sudden? He doesn't think I'm funny?" It's like, no, I'm sure.
No, it was funny. It was extremely funny. And I like I said, it's been an insane 2 weeks. So I've been just so busy. Like any second I have to work on it, I have been, but it's been taking me a while.
That's like me. I've been so busy these past 2 weeks.
You're working now all the time. I mean, we're recording this super late. We've never recorded this late before.
Yeah. Thank you again for staying up with me.
Of course.
Just because. So I got hired, for those who don't know, I got hired at Guitar Center.
Mm-hmm.
I'm now a salesman.
Yes.
Just like my father and his father before him.
Yes.
My dad was a car salesman. And I'm, like, pretty okay at it. Like, it's in my blood, I can tell. So
yeah.
I talk people's ears off, and I'm going to make commission. I don't yet, which is bullshit.
That's what. Why? Is there, like, a specific spot you have to hit in order to make commission?
No, I think it's just like for whatever reason, there's like this introductory, like, hazing period where you don't make commission and you don't get the employee discount for, like, the first 30 days, which as a musician, I would really like that employee discount. I would really like that commission.
Yeah, that would be very, very nice. But that's weird. I didn't know that there was, like, I knew there was hazing in like, rushing frats. I didn't know Guitar Center was a frat. So like, I'm just hoping that you make it through this,
Dude, my
unscathed.
ass hurts. My
Yeah.
ass hurts.
Man, I went through some hazing for my a cappella group.
Did you actually?
No.
Okay.
Not at
Good.
all. The hazing was that you had to shotgun a beer, and at the time I didn't drink, and they were like, "Hey, you want to do this?" And I was like, "No, I'm good." And they were like, "Okay, cool." And like that was it. That was the hazing.
Nice.
Perfect.
And then you led the group.
Like human beings should do.
Right. Like very
And I was like, "Oh, great, I'm home."
You
Perfect.
might not have been into it.
Yeah. But
my hours are rough. Like most days, I'm working full time. I applied for full-time. I'm working full time. Most days I'm working until 9:30, which is not good for us because we usually do it at 6.
Yeah. When do you like go into work though?
Or 7. I'll go in at 1.
Oh, well, that's great for you.
It's good for me. It's also bad for me because it what's the right word? It supports my unhealthy sleeping,
Yeah. I mean, is that affecting like other things though? I mean, it must stink like not getting back till 9:30, especially like, I guess,
but dude, I can't
music
hang out with
wise.
anybody. Yeah. Me and Sean tried to record drums for like 2 hours until midnight. We're both like pooped,
Yeah. It's trust me, man. It sucks. Having like a full-time job is the worst.
Yeah, dude. It's really, really tiring. And it would be okay if I could like, I don't know, get out at 5, take a nap, and like wake up and do this. But it's rough.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna have to talk to my manager and we'll figure something out.
Yeah.
But with Guitar Center, I did meet somebody.
Oh.
Somewhat famous.
No. Really?
Yeah. In Albany of all places.
Yeah, I was gonna say Albany.
Right?
Weird.
So these two girls came in and they were acting like all like giggly and like wearing like really nice, like way too good a style for like being in Albany. I was like, all right, so like what's going on here?
Yeah. So of course you walked up to them.
I didn't. No. No, they're pretty. They're very attractive. So I was like, all right, like I don't want to, I have a girlfriend. I don't want to talk to them.
Yeah.
For whatever reason, But then they got handed off to me because they asked for about pianos, and like I'm one of the only people who plays piano in the store.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, yeah, we'll do whatever. And they were cool. They were chill. They weren't like weird about anything. And I was like, oh, like cool. Like, what are you guys planning to do with it? And they're like, oh, we're just gonna set up my hotel room for like the next 2 months because we happen to be in town for work. So I was like, oh, well, what do you do for work? And they went, we're actors. They started laughing, and I was like, okay.
I would immediately just be like, okay.
That's kind of what I did. I'm like,
fuck you. How about that?
Well, they said it in a way where I was like, you must do porn. Because
you're right. I mean, the hotel and like,
in a hotel only for a couple of months, lots of cash on hand to buy a nice
piano.
What I mean?
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, I'm gonna ask which pornos they've done. I can't say that outright. So I started selling them these pianos, and they both buy like $700 pianos.
Wow.
Which would be really nice if I made commission.
Mm-hmm.
So we went through the process, and they ended up buying that. And I think they both bought stands. And we kept talking, and I was like, all right, dude, you gotta ask. I'm like, okay, like, would I know anything you guys have like done? And they kind of giggled too, and they're like, they're really avoiding the question. So
yeah.
Like, okay, it's gotta be porn. It's gotta be porn.
You're still like, I'm talking to porn stars right now.
Made me very like weird feeling. It's a weird feeling thinking you're talking to porn stars. And then they're like, no, we actually work for HBO. And I was like, oh shit, that's crazy.
Damn.
Do you mind if I ask what it is? You seem to be kind of avoidant about like what it is. And they're like, oh, we just didn't want to come off like too like, oh, look at us. I'm like, all right, you did laugh and say you're actors, but that's fine.
Yeah.
It's like, oh yeah, that's no big deal. Like, I might like, what show is it? Like, I'd like to check it out. I'm like, we are doing there's 2 girls, and the one girl is starring in the new spinoff of Pretty Little Liars.
Oh damn.
Yeah, which is gonna be like HBO like
Yeah.
featured show.
I've never seen that show, the original
Me
one.
either.
So
But I've heard of it, which
Yeah.
is crazy.
Yeah.
As a straight white dude, I've heard of Pretty Little Liars.
Yes, of course.
So that says a lot.
Yes,
about
we've
it.
both had girlfriends before. We have heard of Pretty Little Liars. Yes.
And the main girl has like 1.5 million followers on Instagram.
Damn. Wow.
And she has a song out. She's also a singer, like
Okay.
a Latin singer, and she has again like 1.5 million
Wow.
streams on the song on
That's so
YouTube.
cool.
Crazy. She's really good singer, and she whistled in the store, and I was like, "What the fuck? Why are you so good at whistling?" Like it sounded like something from like Disney, you know,
Yeah.
like a bird singing.
Wow.
So that was really cool. And
Yeah,
we
that's
talked
really
to
fucking
them,
cool.
and they tipped me $40, which is way more than I would have made with commission. So, well,
You wouldn't have made $40 when they both bought
No.
$700 guitars or
No.
pianos?
no, Aaron.
That's unbelievable.
Isn't that
That's
crazy?
incredibly upsetting.
It's $1,400.
Yeah.
I think they give out like 3% at maximum. You have to be killing it for like a month, and they give you 3% of the sales you made. So that would
Oh
be
my God.
I don't know. $14 is 1%.
Yo, fuck
So it'd be
that.
like 3
That's
times that,
unbelievable.
which is 1% is more likely for me at this point. You know,
Yeah, yeah.
that's nothing. It's nothing. It's like no money, but it adds up, I guess.
I mean, you got to meet some famous people, so
Yeah, kind of cool.
that works. Did you
Never
like?
heard of them?
Yeah,
but
I mean that's
they're cool.
crazy. You're not gonna say their names, I'm assuming.
I mean, I can.
Well, because I want to know if I know them. Maybe.
Do you think you might know them?
I feel like I'm more pop
In
culture
tune?
savvy than you are.
That is true. Okay, so the main girl, the more popular,
Mhm.
more famous of the two, her name is Maya Rafiko.
That sounds very familiar.
You could look her up.
I'm gonna look her up right now. Maya Rafiko. It's
sounds familiar, right?
yeah. Well, how do you spell Rafiko?
Reficco. Maya Rafiko. Kind of cool. She was very nice, by the way. Also, she tipped me $40, so like she just didn't have to do that.
Yeah.
So Maya, if somehow you find this, I had a wonderful time selling you something, and
finding her.
It's very nice of you. Oh, Maya is spelled with an I instead of a Y.
Gotcha.
M-A-I.
Yeah, that makes more sense. Maya
Mm-hmm.
Rafiko. There we go.
And
There we
her
go.
friend was really cool. Her friend's name was Milana, something like that.
I think I've probably seen her in something.
Yeah. You're with the pop culture.
Yeah.
She's talented. She's really talented.
From exactly the way that you described these girls walking into the Guitar Center, that looks exactly correct.
Looks like how she looks. Okay.
Correct. Yeah, just unbelievably right. But yeah, I mean,
funny.
I hope you get commissioned soon because that's bullshit. You should be making so much off of that. Like anyone that sells like anything should be making a decent amount of profit if they're selling something that's that expensive.
Yeah, so, dude, I make minimum wage.
Oh,
normally.
That's first of all, that's bullshit anyway.
That's also bullshit.
That you're working full time and making minimum wage. That's dumb.
Full time minimum wage. But with the commission, I should make more than I did at my last job. So that's kind of cool.
Okay. Well, that's good, I guess. But yeah, I don't know.
That's my story for the week.
That's pretty cool, though. I mean, I would love to meet some famous people. I haven't met a famous person in a long time.
Who's the last famous person you met?
Was it me? It was you. Actually, 100% it was you. I couldn't even tell you the last famous person I met. I don't know. Okay, so I
met two in a matter of months. I met the NHL player too.
Oh yeah, true. Oh, that's crazy. You're on a roll.
Yeah.
You're just attracted.
Just wait.
Can you hear the like super loud music outside?
No, not at all. It sounds
okay. Cool. Something's happening outside. I don't know what it is, but people are getting down.
Another party.
Yeah, huge party. So I had just a crazy 2 weeks, but a few more of my cousins from Nebraska came into town. I saw them, which was really cool. We kind of just did a bunch of stuff and just hung out. Went to a few places to eat, played some basketball. But there was like this party, this like pool party at my cousin's apartment complex. So I was like hanging out with people, talking to people. It was a really great time. It was gorgeous weather. Lucas, I was told this story about this girl was telling me this story that I think it might be the craziest date story I've ever heard in my life.
Okay.
It's unbelievable. And I wish it was my story, because if it was my story, I'd have like the perfect story. I was like upset with this. I was like, you have the best story in the goddamn world. Like, you have to share it. And she does, like, clearly she just tells everyone. So
but you're here to tell the world.
Yes. So she went on this date. Exactly. She went on this date.
Yeah.
And she said it started off bad, and she should have known it was going to be bad the whole time. They met downtown, and he showed up on one of those scooters.
Oh, right. Yeah.
One of
Nashville
those
has like scooters for rent.
So he showed up on the scooter and was taller than her on the scooter, but then got off the scooter and was shorter than her. And she was like, just a weird dynamic. Like you have to come in like that for a power play. Like, I know I'm shorter, but I'm whipping in on this scooter. You gotta show you I mean business. She said the conversation was very boring, whatever. And he says, "Hey, can I like give you a ride home?" And
on the scooter?
And she said, like, on the scooter? And he's like, no. I have a car. It's just a few blocks over. And she was like, okay, cool. And they get in the car, start to drive home. This is where it gets fucking crazy.
Mm-hmm.
He says to her, hey, do you like Usher? And she was like, yeah, like I like Usher. I'm not a huge fan, but like I know his stuff. Mm-hmm. And he's like, oh, do you want to like listen to some right now? And she's like, yeah, sure. And she says this next sentence to me, and I didn't understand what she meant. She said, yeah, I mean, and he just like was singing Usher to me the whole way home. And I was like, oh, okay, like that's not weird at all. What do you mean that's a crazy story? She's like, no, you don't understand. There was no music accompanying him on the radio or through an aux cord. He was singing a cappella Usher to her the entire way home. Lucas, I don't think I've ever cried laughing so hard in my goddamn life. I was like, that's the funniest shit in the goddamn world.
Who does that? Who does that?
This guy. Fucking Napoleon does that. Whoever this guy is. The fact that you... Because, of course, when she first says that, I'm thinking to myself, no, like this guy clearly is just, okay, he turns on the music and then sings along with it. Like, still a little weird, but this is psychopath behavior.
That is psychopathic.
Hey, you want to listen to some Usher right now? Let me just yeah. Like, what? That's ridiculous.
You think he did he did it like that?
I hope so.
Yeah. I think
I want him to have done like all the ad libs just everywhere in the song. Oh my god.
Oh no.
And I want him to have done like the responses, because some of his songs have like the girl responding to like, or like the girls in the background. I was hoping he was doing those too. I mean,
or maybe he's like pointing at the girl. He's like,
like waiting for her to do it.
Yeah.
And I just mean, what prompts you to do this? What happened in your life? What went wrong?
He must think, all right, this date isn't going well. I need a closer. I need something that's gonna for sure get me laid now. It's gonna be singing Usher.
Singing Usher a cappella though. I mean, it's just so bad. It's so terrible. I mean, well, what is the worst? This is already terrible, right? But like, what is the worst like artist's song to be singing like in this situation? Like, if you were on a date and this girl just started randomly singing a song a cappella, what would be like the worst ones you'd want to hear or not want to hear?
I think "Hurt" by Johnny Cash would be pretty bad.
That would be terrible. That would be so bad.
It's really sad. I think anything screamo would be kind of intense.
That would be amazing. Hey, do you want to listen to this? You want to listen to this band? Yeah, I can sing it for you. You can sing along, sure.
Do you like Evanescence? Do you like Evanescence? Let's do some Evanescence. Metallica? Do you do Metallica?
Oh my God, that's just. I mean, like I said, I had to tell you that. That's probably the funniest date story I've ever heard in my life. But I'm trying to think of other ones that like would be so bad to hear.
Yeah. I have a story in mind, but I can't tell it. Where now I have to say a little bit.
Just give me a snippet.
The date ended because this guy was fact checking something that he had done. Did we say this? Did we talk about this?
We talked about this in person.
Right? Yeah. See, I don't know if I'm allowed. So he's fact checking stalking that he had done.
Yes. Which is honestly a million times worse than this. This is when I say like the worst date story, I mean like the funniest.
It is this. What I said isn't funny.
Yeah,
no, it's not.
Yeah, like that's terrifying. Worst. This is funny. Worst. Like this is. Yeah. Imagine sitting there, just awkwardly having to listen to this person sing a song of someone else. I mean, I'm trying to think of at least. I'd rather have someone rap next to me.
Well, rap
is like
almost okay.
Yeah.
To do. Like
I feel like people rap all the time, lyrics. Just randomly and stuff like that. But like, it's really bad. But yeah,
David Bowie would be kind of funny. I'm trying to think of other artists, which would be just too much. Anything instrumental would be kind of interesting.
Some Bach. Beethoven, maybe. Some Beethoven. Some Mozart, perhaps. Yeah, that would be. Honestly, no, that would be better. Anything instrumental would be better.
I don't know.
I really do. I think it would be so much better.
Well, if it were instrumental, I think I would think the person's joking.
Well, yeah, that's why it would be better.
It would be better.
You know what would be so bad? Remember? Do you know what this reminds me of? In New Girl, when there's that flashback to Winston on that date, and that big fat homeless guy scoots up next to their table, and he just starts singing this George Michael song. I forgot what it is, but it's like a very sad song, and he's like singing it to them at the table. Very funny.
That's crazy.
So I have a very important question to ask you, because I know that I feel very strongly about this. It's kind of getting into fall weather now, which is awesome. I'm so glad. Yes. I'm ready to not be sweaty anymore. Do you think that there's a specific point in time where you shift from iced coffee to hot coffee?
No.
Or do you think that there should be?
See, I think yes. To me, it's more environment. It is environment depending, but most of the time I'm not outside.
Yeah.
So like recently, I've been a little cold in the morning going to work. However, the coffee is so hot after I make it, I have to ice it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
No, I do the same thing.
Yeah. I think the point where you have to switch over to hot coffee is like maybe. Well, I guess guys don't get much snow down there.
No, but it does get cold. It does get cold.
I was gonna say there's like maybe the first frost where you get up in the morning and everything's like a little frosty, a little toasty, a little glazed. God's glazed.
God's glazed. God's facial.
Mom, there's no reason you should not like this episode.
Yes,
Mama
exactly.
Fern.
So here's what a lot of porn talk. So here's what I have to say, and this is going to be a controversial statement.
Oh, okay. So you already have a.
If I am always given the choice of a hot drink or a cold drink, I will choose the cold drink 100% of the time, no matter
Really?
what the environment.
Freezing cold, you're picking the iced coffee.
I'm picking the iced coffee.
You've been outside playing in the snow, as one does, making snow angels.
No. What did I say? What did I say at the beginning? If I have the option of an iced coffee or a hot coffee.
Yeah, I'm saying you have the option.
Well, I mean, when I was a child, I didn't really drink coffee.
What? Hey, well, first of all, I'm a little offended that you think that playing outside in the snow is a children's activity. This is
No, I love playing outside in the snow, but I was saying that now it's kind of changed. When I come in, I kind of want water after I'm done making snow angels.
You don't eat the snow?
Well, of course I eat the snow, Lucas.
Then why do you need water?
Because you get a little thirsty after. You're working out. You're doing jumping jacks on the ground.
Jumping chills, as they say.
Yes, or I guess they're just called jacks since you're not
just jacks.
Just jacking on the grass.
Yeah, well, you jack off the angel. Jack, no.
I was hoping I was hoping to keep going without being so direct about it. But
I know I thought I'd done it, and then I realized no, I said jack off.
You said jack off an angel. That was exactly what you said.
I take that back. So apologize for that, Papa O'Hare.
Yeah, I think I prefer iced coffee all the time. But I do. Here's the thing: there are some moments in time when, like, it is socially, you're supposed to have like hot coffee, like after Thanksgiving dinner when you're sitting around with your family and your grandparents they want coffee. That's when you're like, okay, yeah, I'll have a glass of coffee.
Right. You're not sitting around with your grandparents going,
yeah.
What is this? What is this? Did you put a you
is this pumpkin?
Bastard. You put a little pump of pumpkin in there, didn't you?
You pumped a pumpkin, didn't you? Stop it!
Don't do that.
Don't do it again. Don't do it again. Don't do it.
Haywire.
Don't do it to me again. No, I love it. I actually love it. Keep doing it, please.
Grandpa, Vietnam could not have been this crazy. Can't tell you. Vietnam could not have been this crazy right now. This house is on fire.
This is not, Grandpa. Slow down. This is your second cup.
Orange right now. Oh my God. Oh, it's pumpkin.
Oh my God. Is this Grandpa? This coffee had to have been better than the stuff you drank in Vietnam. There's no way you were drinking actual coffee over there.
No way. It's coffee for Micah. You know what they say. Ficus coffee. What is Formica? I have no idea. I just said it.
I don't know.
Okay.
You think I know things?
I don't know things.
I've
never known things.
Yeah. But I love how like white girls get so excited for pumpkin spice.
White girls and me.
You love pumpkin spice?
Specifically the pumpkin spice latte, yeah.
Here's the thing. I'm not saying I don't like pumpkin spice. I like it sometimes. But I think it's absurd how people get obsessed with it. It's
absolutely
like
absurd.
People treat it like the day that they have pumpkin spice back, it's better than Christmas. Like it's better than any other holiday.
Recently, Shelby, we've talked about Shelby. She went to Trader Joe's.
Mm-hmm.
And I've been since, and they really are pushing pumpkin spice everything really hard.
Yeah.
She came back with a haul of like pumpkin spice everything, like pumpkin spice coffee creamer, popcorn, and she's very excited about it. And I've had a lot of it.
Yeah.
Not a lot, but I've had some of it, and it's all really good. So I get where she's coming from, but I couldn't buy all that.
Yeah. And like I said, I love pumpkin stuff. Pumpkin pie is my favorite pie. I think it's the best.
That's ridiculous, but that's all right. I'm going to let you keep going.
What is yours? Apple?
No.
What is your favorite pie then?
Pecan.
Really? Can I tell you something?
Yeah.
I can't have an opinion. I've never had pecan pie.
Dude, I was the same way for years. It was like last year or the year before. I had pecan pie for the first time. Blew my mind.
Really?
Absolutely blew my mind.
I've never had it. I do enjoy pecans. People who call them pecans go to hell. Go to hell.
Kill on sight, boys.
The people who call them pecans are the people that are going to be at the world premiere of the Mario movie. Those are the people that are going to be there. The people who say pecans.
And on the way there, they're singing Usher.
Yeah, they're singing Usher
a cappella.
Yeah. It's better when they're all in a group though, because then they're singing it together. It's less weird.
Right, and they're all splitting up the parts and stuff.
Yeah, they're doing harmonies and everything. Someone's beatboxing, and I've been there.
Aaron, I think now you're required to make an arrangement of an Usher song.
I think so.
Sing
for
it
who?
yourself.
Sing it for me. Yeah,
please.
Okay.
I want this.
I'll do it. But yeah, what was I just saying? Oh yeah, pecan pie. I've never had it.
You should. Big recommend.
You should make me a pecan pie. Just for fun.
You want me to make you?
No, I do.
Have you seen me cook anything ever?
No.
Then if you know that that's how good I am at cooking, I'll make you pecan pie and I'll ship it to you.
Please do. Or what if you just like ship me like a frozen pecan pie? And you're like, hey, I made this.
I made it. That was me. It says Walmart on it.
So why is it crazy that I like pumpkin pie?
I just think it's so bland.
Well, then you haven't had good pumpkin pie.
That's what everyone says. And then I have their
I'm just saying.
pie, and I have to go.
And you like pumpkin
really
spice.
Good.
If you like pumpkin spice, but you haven't had, and you don't love pumpkin pie, you haven't had a good pumpkin pie.
Well, I guess I also don't like the texture of pumpkin pie.
It's like somehow a mix or like a middle ground of pudding and Jell-O.
Yeah.
It's like the exact middle of that.
It's like rough sometimes. Maybe I have.
You mean like the crust?
No.
What do you mean rough?
Like there's like little
chunks.
Isn't there like little specks of things in there?
Well, I mean, there's spices. Yeah.
No. I mean stuff you can feel.
Well, texture. I mean, you can always feel things with your tongue, Lucas.
Can't forget my tongue's numb, so.
I lost feeling in my tongue back in Nam.
So. Back in Nam.
You're at Guitar Center. Just hey, did you know that the new guy just licks the wall? Have you ever seen that? Have you ever seen him do that?
You ever notice how all the paint chips are missing on this wall?
Hey, Lucas, could I talk to you in my office for a second? Flips his like computer screen around. It's like the security cameras. Hey, we caught you. We got you licking the wall. We're gonna have to let you go. You break down. It's been so hard. I've been so lonely at home.
It's my only relief from the pain.
She left me.
I'm like really, really breaking down.
The wall, yeah.
I'm having a panic attack.
You have a full-blown panic attack in front of him.
Oh, and then it all goes away. I shut it off. Like, oh wait, actually, you know what? Sorry about that. Nothing in the handbook says anything about licking the wall, so you actually can't fire me for that. Yeah. Okay. So, see you later.
Yeah.
And then as I'm leaving,
you cry out the door.
I start crying out the door. Why I could bring it back to pull it together for that one sentence, I don't know, but
it was impressive though.
Yes,
I'm proud of you. Okay, so I want to make another statement. I just made my statement about hot stuff, cold stuff. This is another statement that I'm making. I stand by this. I'm out on autographs. I think they are not special. I think they are the stupidest thing in the world. I think that they don't mean anything anymore. I think at one point they did, back before the digital age.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I don't feel like they mean as much because, one, they're reprinted all the time.
Yes, they are.
Right? So you don't really know, unless you're there and you see them do it.
Yeah.
But that's different. If I'm there in person, I'm not going to have them autograph something. I'm going to try and get a picture with them. That's so much more, in my opinion, than their autograph.
Well, then again, then again, I will say this: you will lose that picture because you're just like, what are you gonna do with it? It's gonna get lost in years and years of photos, and you'll be scrolling through one night, be like, oh, that's right, this is that picture I took with this person.
I have one photo of me and Corbin Blue that I remember specifically to this day, one of the best days of my goddamn life. And I remember being so mad because I don't know if you remember freshman year, but I had this like sty thing on my neck. And so when I took the picture with him, it was fucking gross sticking out. And I was like, ugh, disgusting. So it ruined the photo, but still one of my greatest moments of all time.
But do you have it like saved separately in like another folder?
No, I would have to scroll back, but like I'm not going to lose that photo.
Well, you don't lose it, but like
what I'm saying when you said like you're going to lose the photo, I'm like, do you like go to Walmart and print out photos now? Like, do you have like photo albums?
I mean like you don't have it readily available by lose, I guess that's what I mean. Whereas like with an autograph, you hang that up, you can see it all the time.
True.
It's like it's a piece of it's almost a piece of art a lot of the time.
All right, I see it like that. I definitely think that it is a piece of art. But I think that if I'm meeting someone famous, so is a photo.
So I guess you could print the photo and hang it up, but I feel like that's weird. Weirder than hanging up an autograph,
I guess so.
I don't know, it seems classy to me. Hang up an autograph.
An autograph? Yeah, I mean, like, if you got, I think it has to be like extreme circumstances. Say you get like a guitar someone used in their show, and they really signed it. That's cool. I don't know if I'm meeting someone just at like a meet and greet type of thing. I'm not even going to bring something for them to sign. I'm just going to be like, hey, talk to them for that few seconds that they're going to be signing it and then take a photo. Like try and just make a quick connection with this famous person and then peace out.
Yeah, I guess that's true. I do have an autograph, so I think that's why I'm defending it a little bit.
What's your autograph?
It used to
Are you saying that you have a signature? We all have a signature, Lucas. Idiot.
Off,
Idiot.
Okay, yeah, then never mind. That's what
I would have loved if you pulled up like a piece of paper and it was just your signature on it. Like this is the first time I ever did my signature in cursive.
Well, this used to be worth a lot.
Learned this in 3rd grade. Never used it ever again. Here it is. Cursive.
I have Drake Bell, his autograph. Which
I heard that's going for a lot in prison, though.
Oh yeah, tell you what.
Mm-hmm.
I'll tell you what. Among, it is worth a lot of money. Don't laugh. You're not allowed to laugh at that.
That's so bad.
It indicts you.
That's really bad. But yeah, that would do really well.
It would.
People love him.
Also, I have to defend it because one of my favorite gifts I've given to Cassie is an autograph.
Why is it the autograph from Drake Bell?
No, thank God. It was my autograph. I signed a picture of myself. No, she was obsessed with Mandy Patinkin.
Oh.
She still likes Mandy Patinkin. You know him?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Princess Bride. Princess Bride. Inigo Montoya killed my father.
Mm-hmm.
To die. And he's done other stuff.
Yeah.
But that's like his big thing.
Mm-hmm.
So I got her an official autograph. I made sure it was officiated. And she has a
How did you see? That's the thing. How did you make sure that it was officiated?
I put in research. I put in I don't know.
Was there a notary there?
A person of notarization.
Yes. Were they there?
No,
to
Aaron,
see the signing of this.
I don't know
exactly, and that's my point. I'm out on autographs. I'm out on the autographs.
I guess I can't confirm 100%, but I'm like 99% sure. Based on the research that I have done.
I hope it's true.
It looks like it's a real autograph. All right.
And this is why you should be Mario. This right here. That was perfect. That was a great audition. Nintendo, hit us up. Let us know what's
Shigeru Miyamoto. Please hire me.
Yes. Do it. Please. All All right. So before we end the show, let's do one quick. Is it weird? So this one was one sent to us by a listener. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Is it weird to have your cats sit on your lap while you're pooping? No other explanation. That's the question.
I'm torn. I would feel uncomfortable about it.
Mm-hmm.
However, I know how cats get in the bathroom.
Yeah.
They like that stuff. I don't know why. And it's hard to keep them away. My cat used to sit in your pants. He'd crawl into your underwear and pants around your ankles on the floor and lay down.
That's adorable.
It was really cute. You know?
I mean, that's
but I felt
adorable.
weird about it because I'm like,
oh, I would feel so weird too.
I mean, my balls there. You know?
Yeah, you're right. And I think that when I had my cat, when I was at home, and he would be in the bathroom or something, and I'd be like, hey, like, I'd give him the option. I'd be like, hey, like, this is your chance to leave. I'm about to go to the bathroom. If you don't go, you're trapped in here.
Yeah.
And almost 90% of the time, I'd close the door, start to go to the bathroom, and then he would go over to the door and start scratching it to get out. I'm like, bro, I gave you so many opportunities, and it made me really be self-conscious about my poop. So,
right.
I mean, he didn't like the smell of it, so upsetting, truly.
Well, that's unfortunate.
It was unfortunate.
Your cat should like the smell of your shit.
That's what
I think.
I agree.
Maybe call me classic American. I think your cat should like the smell of your shit.
Call me old-fashioned.
Call me old-fashioned.
Call me old-fashioned, but cats should like the smell of your shit. But I think that it is a bit weird to have them on your lap.
What if
that's too close? I mean, that's a no from me. I think it is weird.
I would feel very uncomfortable shitting.
Yeah.
With something furry and alive.
Exactly.
On my lap.
Like that's.
Then you have to like keep your legs together and like.
Right. That's what I'm saying. And also, it's your bare legs. It's your bare legs. And if your cat's a neater, if they're they're digging into you a little bit.
Yeah, that's no good.
That's no good at all.
I'm gonna give it weird.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we'll label it weird for sure.
But not one of the weirder things. I think the cat is equally as weird as the person.
I agree.
I can't give all the blame on the person. I think this is a cooperative effort.
Mm-hmm. But they're probably made for each other.
Yeah,
the cat and the
know
person.
What? That's
the bond. Yeah, the bond is there. So,
okay, I think we agree.
Yeah, weird, but we're happy that you're happy with your cat. That's all that matters to us. All right, so that's all that we got for today. Thank you guys for listening. Let me know what you think about my mustache. I guess rip into me if you have to. That's totally fine. I'm gonna still grow it out either way, but let me know what you think. And also let us know if you want Lucas and I to be Mario and Luigi instead of Chris Pratt and Charlie Day. All right.
Yes.
That's all. That's all we really need to know. Make sure you like and subscribe to our channel. Also follow us on all social medias, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, and we will see you next week.